YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, we got a 2 bears, 1 cave clip to check out. And this right here is Tom Segura changed his life with ayahuasca. Listen, I didn't know Tom was into this. You know what I'm saying? This video literally popped up on my feed, and I was like, you know what? That's something I definitely want to check out. Something I definitely want to watch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys have pulled up to my live streams before, but we've spoken about ayahuasca and DMT. You know what I'm saying? Not in a factual gem knowledge dropping. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm intrigued by it. I'm interested by it. So I want to see what Tom's experience was, and I also want to see what Bert's reaction was like to it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ready for this one? Let's run it, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.
I know what you're going to ask about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going through something?
Well, I mean, life, you know.
But like I feel like, can I tell you, when I found out you did ayahuasca, I felt like I had not been a good friend to you.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not asking you what goes on with you. I fire hose people and I tell them what's going on with me, and then I deal with me, and then I just walk away and I go, that was a good conversation.
Dude, that's this podcast.
Hold on, I will say, bro, that was deep, man. That was deep. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, because if your best friend is going through something, you definitely want to be there for him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people try ayahuasca to either get over something or enter a new stage in life because they're tired of the old one, or whatever the case may be. There's always a reason to it. You know what I'm saying? So I get where Bert is coming from with that. You know what I'm saying? He's a real one for that.
Just walk away and I go, that was a good conversation.
Dude, that's this podcast. No, it wasn't. Here's the thing. I had heard from friends about this. It's not go to Latin America and sit in the hut.
Which you could have done very easily.
Which I could do. I just call a cousin to do that.
Yeah.
But this person was like, no, this is somebody here in the States, and they'll travel, and they go, it's an amazing. There's 2 friends told me about it, and they're like, it's such an incredible.
We should talk about what we're talking about. So at the very end of the Rogan podcast,
yeah,
when we were doing Sober October, Tom just very casually let out, oh, I did ayahuasca. And I was like, and ayahuasca is something that it seems to, if you don't know, it's a plant in South America.
Yeah,
where,
right. But yes,
where they drink it. It cures alcoholism. It can. It did for Ron White. And but it's like a spiritual journey that a lot of people that are looking for something take.
This is correct. There we go. And that's what I meant to. That's what I wanted to get across in the beginning of the video. If I didn't, that's what I meant to do. Literally what Bert just said. You know what I'm saying? Ayahuasca. I'm down to try that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to experience that, because I've heard a lot, bro. I don't want to say I've heard a lot. Because I don't think I know anybody that knows anybody that could do this for me. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to check out the spiritual journey. I want to see what comes with it. And I want to see what it changes within me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything planned, like, oh, I'm gonna do it next week or anything like that. I'm just putting that out there, just letting y'all know. You feel me? That's it. Let's run it back and keep going.
Spiritual journey that a lot of people that are looking for something take.
This is so I should be, and you know, there's accuracy with what you're saying. What I will say is that my friends had told me, they're like, this is such an awesome experience. And I was like, oh, is it like the traditional drink the tea, vomit, diarrhea, you know, and they were like, no, this is different than that. This is a shaman who has all different types of medicinal things. And you don't have to get involved with the ayahuasca aspect, but the ayahuasca you get here is like, it's there's a reduction in, you don't do a tea, it's cooked into a chocolate, and there also is what is it? I always forget how to say it. Is it psilocybin? Psilocybin and ayahuasca, also separate from some of the other.
Psilocybin, that doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't think I know what that is. I'm gonna have to Google that.
Psilocybin and ayahuasca. also separate from some of the other options, and they do they talk to the person, and then with the person they go like, what are you looking for? What is like your intent? What is your motivation for doing this?
And so what did you say? Can you talk about that?
Well, then they also read kind of like who you are. Are you like full of anxiety going to? I wasn't full of anxiety, but what I definitely said was that I was like, my only experience of anything, even in this realm, which people would say, well, that's not in this realm. And I understand that, would be like, sometimes I've had edibles that are so powerful. You have like, maybe some profound thoughts, but also accompanied with like anxiety and paranoia.
Yeah.
And I go, I really am not looking for that experience. Like that. And they go,
no one is. I'm not.
And they go, you'll have none of that. Like none.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. And they were right. I had no anxiety whatsoever.
That's crazy.
How much can you walk me through this experience?
Somewhat.
Why? Because is it because the guy gets in trouble if anyone finds out who he is?
No. I would keep some of the, details private because I would want them to be.
Like what?
Like what I was thinking.
Yeah. I don't even know what you were thinking of talking about.
He said, Tom said, I would need to keep certain things private because I want to keep it to myself. And he said, like, what? Oh, yeah, tell me what it is that you want to keep private. Yo, I love Bert, bro. Bert is hilarious. He's unintentionally funny. You feel me?
I would keep some of the, details private because I would want them to be.
Like what?
Like what I was thinking.
Yeah. I don't need to know what you were thinking and talking about.
Oh, I mean, I can tell you exactly what I did. So you have options.
Can you tell me who introduced you to the guy?
Off mic, I will. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know if they
know him?
want.
Do I know him?
Yeah,
I do.
I think so.
Comic?
No.
Oh. We'll just fucking write his name down so I can see it because it helps the story for me.
Okay.
Just give me initials.
Initials?
Yeah, just give me something so I.
But don't say the initials.
I won't say the initials.
God.
He's gonna say the initials. Imagine if
Two
he
people.
did that.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's what you get. So
I shouldn't have said initials. I should have just said names.
But anyway, I ended up. it's just. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you. I ended up. So you have an option. You can go do like a group setting.
So you get this guy online, or you call him on the phone.
I was introduced.
He was about to start the story, and he just hits him with another question, bro. I mean, he's intrigued, bro, and he wants to know what's going on, like how it went down and everything. He's like, yo, spill the beans, bro. Put me on. Let me know the entire story from start to finish. You know what I mean? Like, I get it.
A group setting.
So you get this guy online, or you call him on the phone.
I was introduced on the phone.
Okay. So you call him up, and he's like, you talk Spanish to him or English?
I was introduced to the person via text.
Yeah.
Then he called me.
He's like, hello, Tommy.
Yeah. And he was like, he just talked to me about, what they do. And this was still like, it was a long conversation, and basically said how he got into it, explained the whole thing. And I was like, okay, I'm very interested. And then like we talked about, my schedule has been daunting, dude. My schedule has been daunting for a while.
Yeah.
Like, this is like month 14 of this tour, and it's still going hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, we've been doing this. We do this podcast at your mom's house. I've got other things going. I had the book come out. I have another
Damn, I
project.
didn't know about
We
the
have a
book.
project.
Yeah.
Traveling. I'm doing fucking 8-9 shows a week sometimes. And like, it's been crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
So I was like,
bro.
look, I tried to
That's a lot.
prioritize. I really want to do this. And I found a date that I could do it. I literally flew home one day. The next day I went, and I said I wanted a private. I don't want to be there with fucking six people.
No, bunch of ham and eggers going.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm seeing God, man.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Fuck off.
You can curate. I could be like, hey, I want to do it with Bert, and we could go do it together. You
that's
can
fire.
say I want
That's
to do it with
fire.
Leanne, and you could have it just you and
Good
Leanne.
luck.
But I told him I wanted a private, like alone.
No, not even push.
No, just alone. Yeah.
Did you tell her about that you were doing things?
Yeah.
And she was like, I think you should do it.
She was excited for me.
But she did not want to do it.
She does want to do it. After I got back, she was like, I want to do it because I told her all about it.
Oh,
So
good stuff. Good stuff.
I ended up going to a place. I booked a place, like a actual place to have it take place at. And then they showed
In
up.
Austin?
Yeah,
Okay.
they showed up, and we just sat around, you know, we got nude. I'm just
What
kidding.
the hell?
So,
I was about
Jesus
to say,
Christ.
no.
I was about to say, bro, what kind of Book of Shadows, Blair Witch Suit issues he talking about? Yo, he got me. He got me. I was like, hold on, what? I'm like, yo, I've never read anything about getting naked to experience ayahuasca. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding. So,
Jesus Christ.
no, we just had a good conversation. They were super nice people.
Yeah.
And
There's more than one.
Yeah.
And like, do they take your blood pressure and stuff?
No, they kind of ask
that's a good
general
question.
questions, and I think they also are getting like a read on the person, like to see. And then when we talked about, you know, what I was excited about doing it for, and they're like, okay, and then they kind of they opened this case, and they just were like looking through these labeled things, and they were like, and then they just gave you a little thing. Oh, we did a little meditation first. I took one, and then 30 minutes later, I started to feel like a little something happening, and they're like, why don't you go lay down? And they started this playlist. So there's this musical playlist,
like
kind of
shaman shit.
Yeah, kind of, and it morphs into other stuff, but it started that way. And then I came out, talked to them some more.
Are you still tripping?
Well, it's starting to go up, like it's starting to.
So wait, so they go, hey, why don't
And
you
I
lay
haven't
down?
taken that chocolate yet. This is something else.
Oh, you're just doing
What is
the
that,
introductory course.
Yeah. So then,
It's like an appetizer.
about an hour later, I feel it more throughout the whole body.
Good.
Good. I feel good. Very warm, very peaceful. And then
I like that. I like
it starts to get darker because it started at like, we met up at 4 p.m. So this is now, it's, let's say,
Did you eat a meal before?
I ate light in the morning. That was it. So
Okay. You didn't want to throw anything up.
I got money on it, bro. I mean, I don't, but I bet you that Bert is gonna try it too. He's very interested. He's asking a lot of questions like, did you do this? Did you do that? And it's almost like if I were to do it, I want to make sure that I got the right. You know what I'm saying? That I do it the right way. So he's asking all these questions to see how Tom did it. Because Tom had a good experience. So he said, okay, cool. So I'm able to eat. I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, like that.
I ate light in the morning. That was it. So
Okay. You didn't want to throw anything up.
Yeah, and I also didn't want to like minimize the effect of what I was taking.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then by like 8 p.m., I was like, whoa, I was rolling. And then I went and I saw them in the other room. I told them, and then I got another dose of what it was originally given to me. And then I went back in that room, and by this time, he had set up one of those just like little cheap light show things on the ceiling. So like the room's
Galaxy
dark,
lights?
but you seeing like a light, you know what I mean? It's like a $40 thing that like projects light and changes patterns. And I was pretty lost in that and enjoying, and the music and everything.
Enjoying it.
Well, your thoughts start just streaming out to
Did
you.
you cry at all?
A little bit, but it was more about like, it was like I was accessing all these thoughts in a very clear way, but they weren't accompanied with that panic that I hate. You know, the panic, like that weed.
Well, that sounds
panic. I don't
amazing.
know how to
That
describe
sounds
it, but-
amazing.
So I ended up just really enjoying that, and then I went back out there a couple hours later, and they brought up that chocolate that had the
Ayahuasca?
yeah, and
So hold on. So this has been, you've been tripping now for like 4 fucking hours.
yeah,
Right.
And you've had fucking, and you still haven't done the ayahuasca yet?
right. And then I go, let's fucking dial it up, you know. And so then I ate that, and then I went to bed around 3, but like at 1 I go outside, and I'm in these grounds, like these, I don't know, like these private grounds, manicured, and I go for a walk, and I'm not exaggerating. I walk on this path, and I see a fox, and I'm like, no fucking shit. And then I get closer, and I realize it's not a fox, it's like a little bobcat.
Oh,
But I'm like, I'm just kind of like zoned in, and I go, this would be a crazy way to die right now, you know? like tripping on this path at like 1:30
that's
in the
scary,
morning.
bro.
looking at this cat,
Bobcats.
but
Bobcats are dangerous, man. Oh, bro, even a fox I wouldn't have gotten close to. especially if I'm on ayahuasca, bro. Like my senses aren't as strong as they should be. My reflex probably isn't gonna be as strong as it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge risk.
Tripping on this path.
But you probably feel like you're one with nature while you're on it. You know what I'm saying? And that fear is probably already gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's non-existent. So I guess it makes sense as to why you would walk up to it. You know what I'm saying? Back to it. Let's get it.
At like 1:30 in the morning, looking at this cat, and but it was a little one.
And the guy's still in the room?
No, they're gone. They left.
They left. How hard were you tripping at 1?
They leave you?
It was coming down
Enough to be like, I'm good.
that's why I'm going to go for a walk. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Before, like at 11:30, I was like, I can barely stand.
For real?
Yeah.
How intense is the trip at 11:30?
Well, it's just that I was like, when I stood up to go pee, I was like, whoa. And I had to like, kind of get my bearings and like hold on to shit. And I was like, man, you knew like, I'm not good to drive. I'm not good to like go out, but I'm alone and I'm
cocktails?
at peace. No.
That's what I'd need.
No.
Just
I had a
take the
couple
edge
grapes and they tasted amazing.
He said a cocktail just to get the edge off. Bro, you probably ruined the experience adding anything else to it.
No.
That's what I'd need.
No.
Just to
I had
take
a
the
couple
edge
grapes and they tasted amazing. Then I just, I went for that walk. Then I laid down. The funny thing is I laid down and I put a sleep mask on. I was like, it's time to like dial this down, sleep mask on. And I go and I hear like some ambient noise. And then I was like, no, it's still going. I took it off. I was like, and I don't even know what time I probably slept a couple hours that night.
Really? And then how'd you feel the next day?
Okay. I mean, tired, I was tired.
Any residual effects?
I just, I had made a lot of notes. So it was like, you could access your notes.
Did you work on your hour at all?
No, I did nothing.
That's all
It was
I
so
do.
nice to have a break from even thinking about comedy, like that.
I
You
can
made notes about like
imagine.
mental notes about what you're going through?
Yeah, life stuff. Yeah. And then I even recorded my voice a few times, and played it back. And I was like, oh yeah, it brought me back to that moment.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And no
That's cool.
panic the whole time, just fun.
Not zero.
But are you a hallucinatory guy? Like, did you like hallucinogens growing up?
I didn't do any.
Damn.
Never did it.
Really? So
Me
this is
neither.
the first time you hallucinate and you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I
That's
set up another
fire.
one already.
Are
That's
you serious?
fire.
But for what? Like, it's like therapy, right?
Yeah, it's an enjoyable experience though. I mean, mine was. So the first thing I thought, like I saw them the next morning. They came back to like, check on me, integration stuff. And then I was like, hey, I got to get like people I know involved.
Really?
Yeah.
Bert and Tom.
That's lit. That's lit. That's definitely some like positive reinforcement, man. Because like I said, I've looked into DMT before. I've looked into ayahuasca as well. But I've looked more into DMT, and I've heard people have a bad experience, and good experiences too. But I haven't found much, if anything, bad about ayahuasca. You know what I'm saying? Sound off in the comments below. Let me know if you've ever experienced ayahuasca, because I want some info, bro. Like I wanna see what you went through and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm gonna end this video right here. If you made it to the very end, you know MVP, baby, no cap. If you enjoyed this video, y'all know what to do. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, gang. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace.